What's going on, you guys? Your girl, she's back. It's messy. There's a dog being a creep in the background. I have a Rona. Haven't washed my hair in like 2 weeks. It's all good. But I thought I would show you guys something exciting that happened. So first, a little backstory to tell you guys what the deal is. So, the shoes, you know, the Balenciagas, the dad shoe. You either love it or you hate it. So I hated it. I really did. I hated it at first. Like when it first came out, I was like, yo, some ugly shoes. And then I tried on a pair of the clear sole shoes, like the newer ones with the clear soles, like the jelly sole Balenciagas, in the actual Balenciaga store when I like went back recently to California. And I still hated them. Thought they looked horrible. I thought I looked like a clown in them. And then another time, more recently, when I went back to California, I tried them on again, just for fun. I was like stuck on them. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw, obviously they're a really basic shoe, like every girl on the planet has them now. And so I see them everywhere and I was like, why do they look cute on other girls? And then I realized they're all wearing the white ones. Not a lot of them are wearing the clear sole ones. So I was like, you know what, whatever. So I wandered into a Balenciaga store while I was in California more recently. And I tried on the white ones and I actually really liked them. And it was really unfortunate because I couldn't bring myself to spend $975 on a pair of shoes that look like New Balances. So I went and did what any bougie on a budget girl would do. Found a pair of old busted used ones. And I'm gonna see if I can make them look pretty. So these are them. They're authentic Balenciagas, size 35. They're really heavy, but these are the most musty, dusty, crusty, what is that? Why are they brown? Pair of shoes I've ever bought. And I'm gonna see if I can make them pretty because honestly, if worse comes to worse, they're already busted. So I can't make them any worse. So I'm gonna clean them up. I'm gonna bring you guys on this journey with me. It's gonna take a while. I ordered like, the brown parts are like parts of the paint that have like chipped off because obviously they're painted over for like gray and beige, like the different like colors. So I ordered the leather acrylic paint on Amazon and everything that I need for that. So that should be coming next week, but I'm going to take you guys through all the steps. So today I figured I would wash them, sanitize them. Obviously they're still in the plastic because I don't want to touch them because, you know, I'm not trying to get any kind of weird foot funguses from these shoes. So I have a pair of latex protective gloves. We're going to wash them. I've been watching a lot of sneaker restoration videos. So I'm going to start off by using just dish soap. You're not supposed to use dish soap, but it's a really good way to clean it. So I'm going to start off with dish soap. And then I'm going to go in with like blue laundry detergent because the shoes are white. So blue like cancels out any yellow. So I just have like, if you can see that, just this guy over here. He's just tied. Just the regular blue Tide. So then we're gonna go in with that to make them smell nice. And then I'm gonna let them dry to see if any more stains surface. And then we're gonna hit it again with some good old fashioned, how can I not get this out? Good old fashioned OxyClean to get them super white. And then after that, we'll see what we have to deal with this whole leather painting situation. But yee, so let's get to it and let's get these things sanitized. I'm definitely gonna Lysol spray them as well. I am just gonna spray them with Lysol and let that sit for a while before I even like start washing them and stuff, but at least it looks like the laces are pretty clean. Maybe they had new laces or they had like a different color lace on them when they were actually using them, but we got the laces, those are fine. But as you can see, there's some damage over here. Obviously the paint has been scratched off over here and the stitching, so that's cool. But honestly, if I can make these look pretty again, I just saved over $800 on these because these were a pretty good deal since the condition was listed as poor. But looks like the soles are still in pretty good shape. This one's got a lot of wear right here. I feel like the person that owned these like used them for like actual actual running shoes, which I don't understand. But so let's just run in $975 shoes. But I'm just gonna spray these with Lysol. The leather's already musty, dusty, and crusty anyway, so it's not like I'll be doing any more damage at this point. So I'm just gonna disinfect those for a little before we actually, I'm just using this. It says if you let it like sit for a while. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be for your kitchen, but you know, we get what we can get during this coronavirus crisis where there's no cleaning products. Okay, what's up you guys? It's a few days later. Today is Easter, so happy Easter, and hopefully you're doing something fun and relaxing today. But I thought I would make the vlog a little more interesting because I basically stopped talking in the last one after I said I was gonna wash the shoes that I never ended up washing because we ended up watching a movie. So I thought I would wash them today, you know, continue the shoe saga. It's obviously gonna take a while because I have to wash them, let them dry, and I'm probably gonna have to wash them again. And then the paints don't come in. If you hear that, that's literally 1, video games, and 2, my laundry is going in the washing machine right now, so it's being real extra and loud. But the paints for the leather that I had to repaint, like in these areas over here, doesn't come until next weekend, next Saturday, I believe, or Sunday. So I will have to make this like a 2-part video. Okay, hopefully you can see this decently enough, but I took the laces out and I'm just going to start off by putting in like warm water on this brush. I'm using some good old Dawn Platinum 5 dish soap, and I'm just going to lightly like go over the entirety of the shoe, focusing on like these dirty areas right over here. And then after that, I'm going to go in with laundry detergent. I took out the insoles as well. As you can see, these are pretty busted. You can see like the black stuff is like, the sole is like breaking down, but everything else looks decent shape. Warm it up. Like I said, it's got a good amount. Get nice and warm. And almost. I'm gonna try and go in like one direction when it comes to the mesh so I don't like snag it, but here we go. Okay, so I scrubbed them and rinsed them, and they already look better. You can see less of the stains, but just to be extra clean and make sure I get basically all the stains out, I'm just going to put them in some lukewarm water. I don't feel comfortable putting them in the washing machine because they're so heavy. I don't want them to literally like break the washing machine by like bumping around, but I'm just going to toss in some blue laundry detergent, just because blue will cancel out any like yellows and stuff, kind of like purple shampoo does for like hair. And then I'm going to scrub that, and then I'm also going to add in my handy dandy epoxy clean, the White Revive, just to make sure they get nice and white. They have a scoop in there, mix it all up, and then I'm gonna let them sit for a little bit in the solution, kind of like they would in a laundry machine or a washing machine, whatever you call it, because that way it really like soaks in. And then I'm gonna just do a little rinse after that. So we're just gonna let those chill in there for a little bit. I also did clean the soles as much as I could with the brush, but if I want to get all these like little things out, I'm gonna have to go in there with like, I don't know, something pointy. But yeah, they already look better so far. Obviously the leather is like scraped off, so that's the parts that I'm gonna have to paint. But I think like mesh wise, it looks a lot whiter and brighter. It looks like they had painted the mesh white actually, so I'll have to go over that with white paint as well, because the mesh is actually more of like a clear color. As you can see, like this is like painted and this is not painted. But yeah, so look, they're not yellow anymore, so that's a good sign. Okay, so here's a more close-up of them. So as you can see, all of those like gross like
orangey yellow stains are gone. You can just see like the discoloration of like where it was painted and where the mesh is like clear now. And like I said before, obviously like the leather is still, like the paint is completely trashed on at least like the tips of the shoes and like this part of the shoe down here, but we'll get to that later once the paint comes in. And obviously this used to be beige and now it's like a weird yellowy white color and ripped off. But so we did that with the OxiClean and the detergent. They smell amazing. The soles look cleaner. The whites are brighter. The insides look a lot better. There's like, I can't get this little like brown dust or black dust off though. I also washed the insoles because those are looking pretty crusty too. So I washed those with the detergent and the OxiClean, and we got some nice crisp laces. And yeah, so I just gotta let these dry and see if any of the stains come back, and if any of the stains do come back, then I have to wash them again with the OxiClean and the detergent. So I have the shoes in the corner on some plastic bags, just kind of air drying over there. I don't know if I should use a blow dryer on them to help them, because I feel like that might ruin some of the glue or stuff that keeps them together. So we'll see if they dry overnight. But I made myself a snack. Some tomatoes and basil and a little bit of feta cheese. And yeah, I figured I would end the vlog here just because nothing else is really interesting is going to happen since I have to wait till the shoes dry to see how they end up. So I will update you guys on the next vlog. See you guys next time. Love you. Bye.